Hey, how are you guys? Of course, give me a second to double check and make sure that I am live everywhere that I want to be live. Of course, as you guys are coming in, you know the routine. If you have done any one of my lives, you know my routine to say hi, hello, hey, all that awesome stuff. I want to know who's on here live. Of course, as you are hopping on here, like I said, say hi, hello, hey. Also, let me know where you're tuning in from and let me know what kind of coach you are. I need that information for tonight's live. So once again, as you are hopping on in here, say hi, hello, hey. Let me know where you're tuning in from and let me know what type of coach you are. Because on this particular live, if this is not a revenue goal that you have, then this live is not for you. And I want to give a specific example. So if this does not apply to you, please hop off this live. I'll still love you. But this is for my coaches that are serious about hitting a goal like this, because this is not for everybody and everybody does not want it and everybody is not willing to do the work that it takes to make it happen. So you guys, as you come on in, I see you guys come on in, come on in, come on in. Once again, as you come on in, let me know where you're joining us from. Let me know what type of coach you are so that I can provide specific examples. Hey, you guys, cool. So El Paso, life and professional development coach. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so those of you, if you were new to me, my name is Beverly Walthour. I am a business strategist specifically for Christian female coaches who are looking to create their next $30,000 to $50,000 in 90 days. I'm also a TV and radio show host. So we film and record the TV and radio show here in Atlanta, GA. And so I wanted to hop on here and chit chat with you guys for a second about this specific topic that I have, because as I noted, you know, there are people, and I've learned this, you know, being in this online space, being an entrepreneur for 13 years, being in this online space in this capacity as a business strategist for the past 4 years. And so one thing that I have quickly learned is, you know, people will say that they want a thing, but once again, the work that it takes to get the thing, they are not as willing to do it. And so people say to me all the time, you know, they see the testimonials and stuff like that, and they're like, you know, Bev, what are you doing? How are your clients doing this, so on and so forth? You know, I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to hit that type of revenue goal. I want to be able to, you know, do that on a consistent basis, because it's one thing to hit it once, you know, once a year. It's another thing to have that as a consistent cash flow type of thing. You know, it's at a different level. Thanks, Brenda. So she's in Atlanta, business life coach, helping. I love this, helping her. Brenda, know I love that phrase. Helping her female leaders make their job optional, and she has her workplace exit strategy. I love that. I love that. And then helping her barrier breakers. Hey, ladies. Hey. And so, you guys, once again, as you clearly see from the title, I'm speaking to a specific person. So if this is not you, if this is not your desire, if this is not what you want, it is okay for you to hop off this live. Like I said, I will still love you. But like I said, this is for a serious type of coach, because as I noted, generating this type of revenue in 7 days, where some of you guys like, Bev, 7 days, I haven't done it in 4 weeks. And so, you guys, if you want to be able to create, you know, your next 10,000, your next 20,000, your next $30,000 in 7 days. So 7 days is a week. And so, you know, there are things that you have to have set up in your business. There are things that you have to have set up mentally, like mindset wise, in order for you to hit a goal like that. Now, that's not just something, and I know sometimes we fall into that trap because we see, you know, in the online space, if you look on the online space, everybody's doing revenue goals like that. And you guys, everyone is not doing that. Point blank, period. Everyone is not generating revenue like that. And the ones that are, there's a strategy behind it. It's not just like they woke up one day and said, you know what, I'm going to close $10,000 in sales this week. Once again, there's a strategy behind it. And we're going to talk about some of these things that they are doing. Perfect. And so, okay, life pathway coach. Perfect. Okay. And like I said, because I want to give examples as I'm talking about this. So that's why I'm asking what type of coach are you, because I want to be able to give examples. And so, you guys, like I said, first and foremost, you guys know me. This starts with a mindset. And so I say this all the time, like you have to decide that you are the type of coach that's creating $10,000 in a week, that's creating $20,000 in a week, that's creating $30,000 in a week. You have to make that decision that that is the type of coach that you are. Well, like I said, it starts with that decision. And for some of you guys, if you have any resistance to that, if you have any resistance, well, babe, it don't take all that, babe, I don't need all that, babe, you know, that's a waste, babe, one person that need all that, then you know what? You're not going to be able to achieve at that level, like achieve that type of revenue at that particular level. Because in your mind, you don't see it as being possible, either possible or necessary. And see, I know because of the God that I serve, and I know because it tells me in scripture that with man, this may look impossible, but with God, all things are possible. And so that's what I hold on to, knowing that you know, what God says in his word cannot be returned void. So if God says it in his word, then I know it's true. I know if he says a thing, he's going to deliver on a thing. And so once again, knowing that it says it in the word. So like I said, you have to have that mindset and believe that, like I said, you are a coach that's able to create revenue at that level, at that capacity. Like I said, of course, you guys know you should have scriptures that you're standing on that's in alignment with your beliefs. Okay. And so let me make sure that I have my notes here because I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So I'm making sure that I put all of this, I say all that I need to say. Okay. And so, of course, you guys, what's your goal? What is your revenue goal? Is your revenue goal to do 10,000 in the next 7 days, 20,000 in the next 7 days, 30,000 in the next 7 days? Set the goal. Write it down. Write the vision and make it plain. Like, don't be afraid to write it down. Don't be afraid. Okay, guys, you know, I'm believing you for X this week. Do you guys hear me saying, I'm saying week, not month. I'm saying in a week. I want you to make sure that you're catching and hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying this in a week, not in a month. And so once again, not being afraid, exactly, Angela, not being afraid to say, okay, God, this is the goal that I have for this week. So like I said, set that revenue goal. Like I said, I'm looking at my notes to make sure that I hit on everything. You guys, the next thing. So like I said, if your goal is to generate $10,000, so let's just say your goal is 10,000, okay? That's the title that I have, but I think I said at least 10, right? Did I say at least 10 in the title? Yeah, at least 10,000. So once again, go 10,000 and above, whatever it is. So you have this goal. And like I said, you guys, the only people that are on this live, the only people that are commenting on this live are those people that have a goal of being able to hit at least $10,000 in the next 7 days. If you're catching me on the replay, type in hashtag replay so that I can see my replay viewers as well. And so, Candy, and I want you guys, I want you to, and thank you so much, Candace, for being transparent. Candace said 10,000 in a week would change my whole life for real. And so, you guys, this is the part, and I was getting ready to move off, but then Candace left this particular message. And you guys, I want you, some of us have stopped dreaming. Some of us have stopped imagining. So when I get done with this live, because I'm gonna keep it short, it's gonna be 30 minutes or less. I want you to actually sit with God and just imagine, what would you be able to do in your life and in your business if you were bringing in $10,000 every week, if you were bringing in $20,000 every other week? How would that impact your life and business? Like, be okay with sitting and dreaming about that and what that would look like in your life and how that would impact your life in your business. Like, if you haven't actually sat and, like I said, imagine with God what that looks like. Imagine with God what that would look like, especially if all your bills were paid. All your bills are paid. So you're not saying, okay, God, we're going to use this to pay, pay this credit card, pay this right here. All the bills are paid. The mortgage is paid. The car is paid. Just imagine if you just had at that level. Just imagine what that would, just imagine. And then not only are we talking about your life, the impact that that will have on your life and your business. Now let's shift, because if you are closing $10,000, $20,000, $11,000 in a week, that also means that you're impacting other people's lives as well. Boom, there you go, mister. There you go. There you go, minister. So not only is it impacting your life, your business, your family, but it's impacting others as well. That's why that's part my tagline is helping Christian female coaches create more income and more impact without compromising their Christian values. That income and that impact, it impacts more than just your family. Watch this, Brenda. Bet. Yeah, watch this. You haven't seen my lives lately. They have been shorter. And so, you guys, Candace, like I said, you guys just sit and imagine. Just spend some time before you go to bed tonight. Before you go to bed tonight. Just sit and imagine what that would look like, how that would impact, the type of impact that that would create. And like I said, it's okay for you to imagine that. Okay. So like I said, the next thing I want you to do is ask yourself, once again, I'm always like, write the vision and make it plain. Legit, have your little notebook, whatever notebook. My accelerators know I have my little notebook here. Have your notebook, and write it out. So what you're going to write out will be, what will be your fastest path to cash to be able to hit $10,000. So if you want to hit $10,000 in sales this week, what will be the fastest way for you to get there? What would be the fastest way for you to get there? Okay, this part I want to be interactive. So those of you, if you wanted to generate or close $10,000 in the next 7 days with the offers that you have, what would be the fastest way for you to get there? So let me know, hey, I would have to sell 2 of my, whatever offers you have. Just let me know. So you don't even have to let me know the price point on the offer unless you want to, you can. But let me know how many of your offers you would have to sell in order for you. We're going to start with everybody just saying 10,000. I know some of you, it might be 15,000, it might be 5, whatever it is. But let's just start with 10,000. If you wanted to close $10,000 in sales in the next 7 days, how many of your offers? So let me know the name of your offer. So say I would have to sell 2 of my, I know Brenda mentioned her workplace exit strategy. So just say, I have to sell 2 of these or 3 of these. Let me know how many in the name of the offer. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a second to type that in. For some of you guys, you haven't even sat down to think about that. You haven't even sat down to think about it. And you guys, once again, you're going to keep hearing me say this, write the vision and make it plain. You're asking God and you're believing God for a thing, but what are you presenting to him to be able to partner with him on this? Now, of course, we know that I can write down and say, okay, God, I want to sell 2 of my workplace exit strategies. And then God comes a completely different way with a corporate contract from somewhere. We're not telling God that this is the only way that it can come in, but we're just saying, okay, God, this is one way that it can come in. You see what I'm saying? I love it. Okay. So we have 5 of my personal, this is Crystal, 5 of her personal training packages. Okay. So she will need 5 people into her personal training package. Hey, Maureen. Okay, cool. You guys, let me know in the chat. Okay, there we go. Brenda says she would just need 1 of her Achievers 1-year coaching program. Well, Brenda, that's only 8,500. We need 10,000. Okay, Marcia says she needs to sell 8 of her 9-week coaching packages in order for her to hit her 10,000. There we go. She said, I have it because I stopped allowing myself to dream. You're all in my house tonight. And one thing, Candace, pay attention to your words. You're not guilty. You just realize, hey, I have stopped dreaming. But the thing is, tonight, before you go to bed tonight, there we go, Brenda. Okay, Brenda said I was moving too fast. So there we go. So Brenda can do 1 of her year-long programs, and then she can do her barrier breaker. Okay, perfect. Okay, Shalonda, she can do 2 of her adversity to power programs or 1 12-month life coaching package. Okay. And so you guys, like I said, what I want you to do, make sure you write it up. Okay. So 20 people in my VIP class. There we go. 2 of her workplace exit strategies. I love it. So you guys, I'm popping this up on the screen, even as a reminder for yourself. And so you guys, that next question for yourself. So once again, if you're saying, okay, it's going to take me, now those of you that gave me bigger numbers. So when I say bigger numbers, if you're saying it's going to take me 10 or 20 people, if you're saying it's going to take me 10 or 20 people to be able to hit that goal, once again, it's like, Martha, there's nothing wrong with that. But you want to ask yourself, if I were to repackage or reprice something, and looking at what you're offering in that service. Now you said a VIP class. So I don't know if it's just 1 class or if that's how long that program is. But you guys, the bigger the number that you have, the more daunting it may seem. Let me know if that makes sense. So once again, if I'm saying, well, dang, I got to get 20 people signed up in 7 days versus someone that says, well, hey, I only need to get 2 people into my $5,000 program. Then it seems a little bit more doable to say, hey, all I need is 2 people. Let me know if that makes sense. So sometimes, okay, it's a 5-week program. Okay, gotcha. And so you guys, once again, for some of us, we need to look at what we're offering and the price point. We need to look at what we're offering and the price point. Some of you guys, you're underpricing your services. And so once again, instead of having to get 20 people into a program, you may only need to get 5 in if you have it packaged and priced correctly. That's the thing. So for some of us, we need to make sure that we're not, either underpricing or undervaluing our services. And you guys, that's one area I'm telling you, I have legit had clients double and triple their pricing and still be able to sell it. So once again, and my clients will tell you, it's not just there saying, hey, slap a 0 on the end of an offer, because I don't believe in that. You can't just slap a 0 on the end and expect to be able to sell it. There is a process that you have to go through. There's a mindset shift that you have to go through. But I'm telling you, when you walk through that process, you will realize, whoa, I have been underpricing. I can't do anything about up until this point. But from this point forward, I can make that change. I can go through and now confidently put this offer out there and still be able to sell it. So like I said, write it down. How many of the things do you need to sell in order for you to hit $10,000 in the next 7 days? If you write that down and it seems impossible, then once again, I would challenge you on that offer that you're putting out there. And once again, more than likely, I have yet to meet somebody where I'm just like, you go ahead and keep that at $5. I have yet to meet somebody like that. I've been able to help them repackage and reprice this thing, and once again, be able to sell it. So you have to have that confidence. Once again, let me make sure I'm getting all this right here. Now that you have your number, so once again, now that you have your number, so if your number is 5, so I need 5 people. So I'm gonna use Shalonda's last example that she put up here. So Shalonda says that's 5 seats in her 90-day flourish program. So Shalonda, and once again, this is just one example. Shalonda gave more than one example, but I'm just using the last example that she gave. You guys, this is my next challenge. So once again, you've now allowed yourself to dream. You're dreaming with God about what this would look like if you were creating $10,000 a week. You are sitting there imagining what that would look like. You've now written out your plan. Okay, I need to have 5 people in my 90-day program. The next thing, get laser focused on those 5 people. Laser focus is you said, hey, okay, this is what I'm looking to do. I am going to get 5 people into this program. And so I tell my clients all the time, if you get into that space, oh my goodness, 5 people, wait a minute, babe, 5, that seems a lot. I tell them, go look at your social media pages. How many people are following you on social media? How many people read your blog? How many people do you have on your email list? Just start there. All you need is 5. All you need is 5. And usually when we say it like that, like when they take that inventory and all I need is 5, it makes it a lot more doable because all I need is 5. So once again, you have your number written down. Now you're laser focused on your 5. You're like, okay, boom, boom. Brenda, you already know. Don't show me numbers like that. Brenda already knows not to show me numbers like that. Because Brenda, this looks like about what, 63,000 for the rest of November? Is that what you're telling me, Brenda? 63,000 for the rest of November. Boom. Gotcha. Thank you. And so you guys, now you have this number. So like I said, write that thing on the post-it note. People in this offer, in this program. 5 people. And then you guys set out there. Okay, you know what? I want to make sure that I'm putting out good content. So when they read my content, they can see, okay, she knows what she's talking about. She knows what she's talking about. Make that commitment for the next 7 days to put out content every single day, valuable content in which you are talking to your ideal client every day for the next 7 days. So this is outside of your scriptures that we like to post. This is outside of your, what's those things called? Quotes that you like to post. This is valuable content that once again, when people read this, they're like, dang, I need to get with Brenda. I need to get with Candace. That's what I'm talking about as far as valuable content. Don't worry about, well, Beth, am I giving too much information? Release that. Think about it. That means that you believe that it's a finite thing. No, it's that your knowledge is not finite. Like, you're not going to give it all away. You're not going to give it all away. So don't worry about that. But like I said, make that commitment to put out valuable content every single day. And so I tell people this all the time. It does not mean, what that means is 7 pieces of content for the week. That's all that you need. 7 pieces of content and rotate it around. So once again, if you share something in your Facebook group on Monday, copy and paste it. Don't press the share button. Copy and paste it on your personal page on Tuesday. You just need to have the 7 pieces of content and just rotate it out throughout the week between your personal page, your business page, your Facebook group, your blog, your email list, wherever you are. Just come up with 7 good pieces of information. Plan it right now. Plan it right now. If you know that you can't do it on the fly because of your schedule, plan it out now. Because remember, I only got 10 more minutes left. Only got 10 more minutes left on this live. So the next 10 minutes, plan out at least tomorrow. I say plan out the next 7 days, but plan out at least tomorrow. Set time aside each day to plan out. So once again, like I said, give that valuable content. Give that valuable content. The last thing you want to do, so let me back up and make sure that I've given everything. So number 1, like I said, sit and dream with God. Sit and dream with God. Brenda, why you ignoring my comment about you saying that you're gonna do 63,000 the rest of November? Because like I said, I'm going by this right here. I'm just gonna keep this on the screen, Brenda, for the rest of my conversation. I'm just gonna keep this on the screen. And so you guys, like I said, sit and dream with God. God, this is what life could look like if I'm generating at least $10,000 a week. Like I said, be okay. Let your mind go wherever you want and desire for it to go. Let it go there. Let it go there. And then once again, sit down and say, okay, what do I need to do to hit this goal? How many of my services or my offers do I need to sell? So how many people do I need to offer that value to? How many people in exchange for this transformation, how many people do I need to serve? Because that's how I want you to look at your offer. Because if you have a transformational offer, in exchange for that transformation, you get to help 5 people to experience that level of transformation. You get to help, you get to support 5 people in achieving that level of transformation. That's how I want you to think about this. And so, like I said, you sat and you dream with God. Like I said, before you go to bed tonight, just sit for 5-10 minutes and just imagine what life would look like if you're generating $10,000 in a week. I'm not talking about a month. I'm talking about a week. What would that look like? What would that look like? And then, like I said, then sit down. So whatever your revenue goal is for the next 7 days, it should be at least $10,000. At least 10. Brenda already told us she's going for $21,000. And so now, like I said, sit and write it down. How many people will I need to be able to serve to help them to get that transformation? How many people can I serve to help them to get that transformation? And then get laser focused. Okay, God, if I'm able, I can support 5 people, helping them to get this transformation. Get laser focused on your 5 people. Write your number, put it around on the mirror, on your computer, at your workstation. Put that there. Okay, God, I'm believing you for these 5 people to help with this transformation. I'm believing you for these 5 people. And then, like I said, okay, Brenda, oh, there we go. Booyah, 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 booyah. There we go. And then once you have that, like I said, give absolutely amazing value. Don't worry about giving too much information. Don't worry. I want you to release that thought for the next 7 days. So release that thought of giving too much information. Release it for the next 7 days. And you make that decision and say, you know what, for the next 7 days, I'm going to give like when somebody reads this, they're going to see, yes, Brenda can help me. Yes, Leslie can help me. Yes, Jennifer can help me. Yes, Shalonda can help me. Like when they look at it, that's what they're going to say. That's what they're going to say. That's the type of content. Have your written content, have your lives, however you want to do it. Once again, rotate it out, repurpose that. So like I said, if you posted something in your Facebook group on Monday, copy and paste it and put it on your personal page on Tuesday. Send it to your email list on Friday. Write it as your blog. You see what I'm saying? Rotate it out. Rotate it out. Rotate it out. And then this is the last part. This is the last part. And this right here, y'all gonna flip out. For the next 7 days, I want you to ask for the sale every day for 7 days. Ask for the sale every day for 7 days in a row. Ask for the sale every day for 7 days in a row. And watch what happens. Watch what happens with this. Watch what happens. You guys, like I said, is this easy? It's not an easy process. But if you remain consistent, you get over your discomfort. Because for a lot of you guys, it's uncomfortable. Get over your discomfort because once again, you know that you are supporting others. Imagine the level of impact. See, this is the thing. So once again, if I need 5 people for my $2,000 offer, 5 people for my $2,000 offer, I'm not just impacting that person that I'm serving, that you have to believe that it's going to be a trickle down effect on people that are connected to that one person that you're serving. You see what I'm saying? So you get to have a trickle down effect. So once again, that one person, so like I said, that one person, so all the people that are connected, so each of those 5 people, they have people that's connected with them. And so what I what I am such a firm believer in is, as coaches, we have the skills and the tool set, the skills and the tools to break generational curses. We have the skills and the tools to help break generational curses. Real people. Now, Marcia, didn't you with the challenge, didn't you close like 2 or 3 sales? Yes, we're gonna add some real people. All of it, Leslie. All of them. All of them. All of them. You guys, I'm telling you, impact all of them. I see you, Stacy. And Stacy just joined my community today. Thank you. And you guys, I'm telling you, you put these pieces into place for the next 7 days and watch what happens. Once again, have that number written down somewhere, 10,000. This is how many people I need to get in order for me to hit that 10,000. Some of you guys had like a variation. You're like, if I can get one person in this one and one person in that would give it to me. Or I can get 2 people in here. Write your variations down. Write your variations down. And like I said, this is what you're, okay, God, this is the way that I see it. But once again, you're leaving God room to also say, God, I'm also open. Because like I said, you might end up with a corporate contract. And that corporate contract, one corporate contract might be a $15,000 corporate contract. You never know. But you're opening yourself up to be able to have that impact. You're opening yourself up to be able to have that impact. And so this was something, and I'm going to close with this. So I have all these different Bible translations. One of the Bible translations that I have is the John Maxwell Leadership Bible. I really love it. You guys as leaders, I encourage that Bible just because they take the scriptures and, of course, apply it to that leadership perspective, because we are all leaders. You guys, we are all leaders. As an entrepreneur, you are a leader. You are a leader. So this morning, I'm in 2 Kings 3 or 4. I can't remember where I am. Either 2 Kings 3 or 2 Kings 4. I want to say I'm 3. 2 Kings 3. And so he was talking in 2 Kings 3. This is in the John Maxwell Leadership Bible. He referenced the Discipleship Journal published an article about prayer. And so he was like, our prayers as leaders must become strategic. And I found myself, I'm still tactical in my prayer. So he said, you have logistical prayers. Logistical prayers, we pray logistically when we ask God for the small things. Lord, help me, help the microphones to work today as I teach. So you guys, you know what you do. Like, say, for instance, you get ready to do a training. You're like, okay, God, I'm praying that the technology works. I'm praying that I do this live and I remember to turn on the volume and stuff like that. So that's a logistical prayer. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. So you have your logistical prayers. Then you have your tactical prayer. So prayer, we pray tactically when we pray for more meaningful things, but still not for the ultimate. Lord, help me to say something meaningful today to my people. And that's where I am. I feel like I'm still in the tactical prayer where I'm like, God, I just pray that this is impactful, that this helps, that whoever hears this, wherever they are, it makes an impact. But he mentioned strategic prayer. And he said, we pray strategically when we pray for the ultimate purposes of God. Lord, may you be glorified today, and may you raise up disciples from this meeting. So once again, imagine the impact. Imagine the impact. So once again, those 5 people with your transformational offer, if you pray that strategic prayer, once again, Lord, may you be glorified today and may you raise up disciples from this meeting. So every time that you meet with a client, before you meet with that client, after you meet with that client, and you just have that, that strategic prayer, well, once again, it's God's ultimate purpose. It's God's ultimate purpose. So Leslie, thank you for transcribing. So you have logistical prayers, tactical prayers, and strategic prayer. So once again, logistical, and you guys, there's nothing wrong with any of it. Like, it's nothing wrong, but we want to get to that level of strategic prayer. So once again, logistical, Lord, help the microphones to work today. Tactical, Lord, help me to say something meaningful today to my people. So the people that you're talking to. So for us as coaches, the strategic, Lord, may you be glorified today and may you raise up disciples from this meeting. So remember, that's why I talk about with my clients where I say create more income and more impact. And so remember, I said, imagine the impact that would have on your household and your family. But I also imagine the type of impact that it would have on the people that you were called to serve. So it's not just about you. It is not just about you. So like I said, if you're closing $10,000 a week, $20,000 a week, $30,000 a week, those people that you're serving at that level, it is impacting them. It is having a profound impact upon them. So you guys, like I said, I want you to implement these 5 things. Implement these 5 things that I just said. If you just hopping on this live, or if you are catching the replay, type in #replay, leave your questions, leave your comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know what type of coach you are. Because once again, to generate this type of revenue, it's not for everybody. There are people that will tell me, Bev, no, I don't want to generate that type of revenue. There are people who will legit tell me they do not want to generate that type of revenue. No, Bev, I'm good at $3,000 a month. They have told me, Bev, I'm good with $3,000 a month. And once again, there's nothing wrong if that's fine, if that's you. But my thing is, imagine if you got the 3,000 that you were desiring for your household, and then you take that additional $7,000 and you use it and you sold it back into the kingdom. You used it to start your business. You used it to have that additional tithe. You use that to be able to make those donations, being able to have those offerings. You being able to use that revenue to sow into somebody else's life. How about you do it that way? It's just a thought. Just a thought. So you guys, I'm at 32 minutes. I said I was going to be at 30 minutes. I'm getting ready to end this. But you guys, I'm telling you, it can be done. My clients do it $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in a week. But like I said, it takes a strategy. It takes you being consistent. It takes you realizing that it's not about you. It is not just about you. When you decided to answer this call to be an entrepreneur, it was no longer just about you. But like I said, imagine the level of impact. Imagine the level of impact. Brenda, I tried, Brenda. I tried. So you guys, like I said, I pray that this was helpful and useful. I want you to implement this over the next 7 days. Those of you, if you need specific support on how I may be able to support you, I want you to reach out to me. Let's have a conversation of what I can do to support you. I'm opening up round 3 to my accelerator. My next round of my accelerator, we get started in January. That's the one where you have the $30,000 to $50,000 in 90 days. So we're getting ready to start that up in January. You guys, I'm telling you, it can be done. You have that strategy. You have that accountability. Somebody told me in my messenger today, yeah, man, when I have that accountability, I'm on point. Some of you guys are trying to go in this thing alone, and you're not able to achieve the same level of results. So you guys, like I said, I'm getting ready to hop off because I have to do my prayer and productivity hour over there in the Facebook group. I got to do the prayer and productivity hour. They get started at 7 o'clock. And then I have another class after that. So you guys, like I said, I pray that this was helpful and useful. If you came in on the back or the end of this, go back and watch the replay. Go back and watch the replay. I want you to implement this. Once again, if you have specific questions on how I may be able to support you, then we need to have a conversation. Because like I said, it can be done. My clients are doing it. It can be done. But like I said, it takes that strategy, and they will tell you that you have to remain consistent. You have to remain consistent with it. But the outcome of that, because once again, that level of impact on you and the people that you serve, on your family, on their family, that type of impact. And once again, it's all like I said, and you don't have to compromise your Christian values. That's the thing. You don't have to do it. You don't have to compromise your Christian values. Okay. So you guys, once again, if you're in my Facebook group, we have our prayer and productivity hour. We get started at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in about 10 minutes, we'll get started over there. If you've never experienced that and you want to experience, you have to be over in my Facebook group, Highly Successful Christian Female Coaches and Consultants. It's an amazing little time to get together and really focus on your revenue goal. So once again, those of you, if you need, like, Bev, I don't have the time, come join us over here in over here in this for our prayer and productivity hour. And that way you have some time that's carved out. Use that time to maybe get your content together. Maybe what you're going to post about over the next 7 days. That type of thing. I'm just saying. So you guys, I have to go. I pray you have an amazing rest of your day. Once again, if you have a specific question for me and how I may be able to support you, please reach out to me. We can have a conversation to see if I am able to support you. And so you guys, I pray you have an amazing rest of your evening. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll be live the rest of this week. I know every day I'm going to go live the rest of this week because I got so much to say. But you guys, once again, I pray you have an amazing rest of your evening, and I will see you guys on the other side of this live. Take care, take care, take care.